Hey, back with another video for you today. It's Sebastian.
Andy.
We're talking about a brand called Perfume.SUCKS. Does it suck? Does perfume suck? Do you think it sucks?
I don't think it sucks, but maybe Andres is gonna change some people's minds.
Maybe. So. We're talking about 5 fragrances from the Conspiracy collection that launched earlier this year. I actually sampled them at Essence in March. Instantly fell in love with one of them. But some of the fragrances are a bit weird and off the beaten track kind of fragrances. It's not very conventional fragrances, I think.
No.
They're very adventurous and unique and different. And today we're going to break them down with Andy. Find out about them coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian and that's Andy. So let us know if you guys are familiar with Perfume.SUCKS. Put a comment down below. I actually got to meet Andreas Wilhelm of Perfume.SUCKS. Perfume.SUCKS, not socks. Perfume.SUCKS.
That's his next brand.
That's his next brand. No, I got to meet him probably around 2017, 2016 when I first started going to Essence. But I think this is his most complete collection, I feel like. And that's why I believe ZGO, that's why you guys are carrying it. And they're very adventurous fragrances, so I think they are great to go see and smell in person. So if you guys are around or nearby or in town, go check them out. There's some really good ones in here that I think you're going to like. And like I said, some weird ones. But we're going to do this in alphabetical order. And we're going to talk about Flash first. So Flash is this. And you can't really tell the name of the fragrance. It's in the bottom. And the formula basically is on the labels, right?
Yep. Whole formula is written out. So if you want to go ahead and source all of these ingredients and try and make any of his fragrance, you have the entire formula right in front of you to go ahead and do it.
Just duplicate it.
Yeah. Why not?
Command C.
Yeah, Command C. Paste it.
So Flash 0021 features notes of rosewood, Sichuan pepper, heliotrope, sandalwood, rhubarb, dry amber, musk, truffles, and popcorn. So there's another fragrance that's here is more of a popcorn fragrance. For me, the popcorn doesn't appear too much in this one.
No.
So I wouldn't call this a popcorn fragrance. But it's quite a strange fragrance to me.
Yeah. It's really all over the place. And then the idea behind it is it's supposed to be telling a story of like the mass consumption of drugs. So LSD, cocaine, and heroin. So
there's no pot in here?
No pot in here. But I do understand. I see where you're coming. There's some green.
It's a bit green.
Yeah, I get this green rhubarb right away, honestly. But it has a sweetness to it. Some sort of sweetness, and then it gets all chalky.
Yeah, there's a weird, like he did say chalky, and for me it's powdery. But when you first put your nose to it, it's a bit slimy, and then it becomes chalky. Do you get that?
Yeah, I do.
It's weird.
I do pick up that like little slimy aspect.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange fragrance. I don't know if that has to do with any kind of an addiction or a drug or something.
Yeah.
Did you say heroin?
It's supposed to be addicting like heroin, like a buzz of cocaine, and then it's supposed to change your life like an LSD trip.
Wow.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's trying to stimulate every part of your brain with this note breakdown.
This is a weird, strange fragrance. For me, this one is not something I would wear. It's interesting to smell, and I totally get cannabis from this.
Yeah, I do notice the green note in it now.
Usually in cannabis fragrances, they usually have rhubarb or grapefruit. And I think maybe my nose is just tricking me to think that there's cannabis.
Maybe it's the pepper and the rhubarb working together to like give it that like kind of sharp, stringent green that you get with like the cannabis notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are you supposed to have some popcorn when you're tripping out?
I guess, yeah. maybe, yeah. It's a very accessible treat for
it's weird.
Any drug enthusiasts.
So, if you like the idea of addictions and drugs, like he said, try Flash. Flash is strange. But the next fragrance is a weird good fragrance. Fuel 0987. Again, the formula is on the bottle, as you can see. So if you can read it and figure it out, just recreate the thing and you don't even have to buy this bottle.
Yeah. Free fragrance.
But if you don't feel like doing that, go check it out at ZGO. So Fuel 0987 has fuel for top and heart notes. It has Jatamansi, which is Nard, Oud tar for top and base notes, Tolu balsam, caramel, Styrax, Labdanum, and leather. So I don't know if I've ever told you guys, I love the smell of gasoline.
I think that's a guilty pleasure of a lot of people that they don't want to admit, though.
But this to me is gasoline and also grease, car grease.
But I don't know how it comes through, but I do get the like sweetness, like some sort of a caramel
Gasoline
sweetness,
is sweet.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, gasoline is sweet.
But
there's a gunpowder effect happening in here too.
Yeah. I see that. Yeah, it's interesting, and the cool thing, like the story that he's trying to put behind this one is that we rely too much on like petrochemicals, and even though we rely on them so much, we still continue to waste them.
We do.
So yeah, it's quite interesting that he's
So there's politics involved here.
Yeah,
huh?
there's politics involved.
No, I mean, I actually, like I said, this is a weird, good fragrance. I love smelling it. I'm not sure I would wear this one, but I like the smelling part.
Yeah.
It just takes me back. And way in the back, way in the back, you get leather too.
Oh yeah, makes me feel like I just finished changing my car's oil. Like I got dirty, oily hands. Like, yeah, it's so wild.
If you've smelled leather, is it Leatherize or Leatherizer from
Leatherized.
Leatherize, yeah. If you smell that one, you might find some slight similarities if you're smelling the leather part in this.
Ooh, or also maybe a little bit of like Mechanic from Hunk.
Yeah, there's a bit of Mechanic touch in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said it smells like grease, car grease. So a mechanic's working on the grease and things.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's a good smell. It's a weird one that I like to smell. Again, I'm not sure I could wear this one.
Yeah, guilty pleasure.
Okay, the next fragrance we're talking about is called Human 0233. Does it smell like a human?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like recreating the love between two humans and trying to say like.
Is it musky?
Yeah, it's has like one of the heaviest doses of ambrette in all of perfumery from what he says.
I love ambrette. Ambrette is a great note.
Yeah, if you love ambrette, this is for you.
So it does feature ambrette seeds, patchouli, cardamom, cistus, labdanum, vetiver, magnolia flower, rosewood, and vanilla. To me, the first initial smell is a bit off-putting. Then the fragrance develops and it's quite pleasant.
Yeah.
And like Andy said, the ambrette seed is really, really prominent. It's like a lot of ambrette here.
It's quite musky.
Yeah, it's very musky and also powdery. Creates a powdery vegetal touch, but under there's also a bit of fruitiness, some light booziness from the ambrette seeds. But let's smell.
Yeah, and this is one too. You got to give it some time. Like let it settle in, try it, because this one is I would say one of the less challenging ones from his collection right here.
Does it smell a bit like hay to you?
Yes. Totally, actually. No, I definitely get that hay.
Almost like baked bread or like from wheat or something.
Yeah. Some like barley or something.
Barley. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, this is a very interesting one, and it's trying to put off like the idea of it's like be a human, like AI can't recreate the like love that you share between like a human connection. So
yeah, this one's actually wearable. I just don't care for the very first initial spray, but the ambrette seeds are amazing. It's very musky. It's very powdery. There's aromatic touches in there. I think this one's definitely a winner.
Yeah.
Human. It's a weird smell. They're not conventional fragrances, so I think normal people might not.
Yep. Go in open-minded.
Yeah, go in. Go test them out.
Go in open-minded.
But this next one I think is going to be universally loved.
Yes.
This is called Love 6567. This is a gourmand.
Yes.
It's a gourmand. It's a delicious popcorn fragrance.
A gourmand in a way that I feel like doesn't get a gourmand label too often for this, like popcorny, like buttery tones, right?
Did you say corny?
Popcorny.
Popcorny. So it's popcorn, caramel for the top and heart notes, Tolu balsam for top, heart, and base notes, Cypriol, musk, Jatamansi, which is nard. But to me, it's a really, really nice take on caramel popcorn. For sure.
I love this story because he's like recreating. It's like a childhood memory of when you're sitting in the movie theater, like with your soda in hand, popcorn, candy. It's just like the whole experience embodied into a fragrance. It's quite amazing.
I actually featured this in an upcoming video on popcorn fragrances, so stay tuned for that. And I mentioned in the video how I'm obsessed with popcorn. It's one of my favorite snacks to have over and over and over again. I love the flavor. And this has a bit of sweetness, but it's not like sugary sweet. It's almost like caramel light. So in the end, you're just basically sprinkling maybe a little bit or drizzling maybe a little bit of caramel, but it's mostly that salty, crisp, corny popcorn.
Yeah. I get to these like buttery tones to it too a little bit, right?
Slight buttery, yeah. This is delicious.
I want to wear this in a movie theater to like fully just
Ooh.
submerse myself into the experience, you know? Like even though you're already getting the smells from the popcorn and the soda, you got to put this on before you go.
That's a good experience. And I'm a movie guy, so I think I'm going to do it in front of the TV and then eat popcorn and wear it.
Genius.
Or maybe at the theater.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last fragrance we're talking about from Perfume Sucks is Wealth 4181.
This is a really cool one. This is
definitely wearable. The first two are not the wearable ones in this collection we spoke about. At least to me, they're not.
Those are experiences rather than being worn.
The Fuel and the Flash to me are not quite wearable, and you said those are experiences.
Yeah. The more challenging of the 5.
Yeah.
For sure.
But Wealth has notes of orris for the top heart and base notes, mimosa, musk for the heart and base, heliotrope, sandalwood, Swiss francs. So there's a money note in here.
Yeah, they used that headspace technology to literally, they took a fresh printed Swiss franc and put it under the headspace to try and capture that like super papery moneyed smell.
It's very powdery. Orris is king here. Also very musky. Totally wearable. It's a bit green to me.
Yeah.
And I think I'm getting that from the mimosa, whereas I should probably get more powdery almondy. Well, it's powdery for sure, but there's a light green effect happening. Is that because it's printed in green color?
Yeah, maybe. I keep falling back into this like chalky DNA. I know it's like powdery, but to me it seems it's way more chalky. Yeah,
I can see a bit of chalkiness there.
Yeah.
I think it's just more like a powder floating in air.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Yeah, this is a cool one too, because this is trying to tell the story of how you are basically. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Your situation that you grew up in, like financially, depends a lot on like how you see the world and your opportunities in the world. So the idea of wealth is that we all don't have the same opportunities because of how we grew up in our financial situations. So
interesting politics,
right? Yeah, more politics involved, more conspiracy.
But yeah, I think very unique fragrances. I think it deserves to be smelled, especially if you like a little more adventurous fragrances, guys. Again, I think the most conventional, most probably universally appreciated would be the Love.
Yeah.
That screams gourmand, but again, it's not an uber gourmand fragrance. In the background, there's some woods and dustiness or something.
Yeah.
But it's almost like crunching into the popcorn. It's creating that dustiness. But I don't know. I think Flash and Fuel, very adventurous fragrances, but the rest of the collection, Human is cool.
Yeah.
Wealth is really nice.
The whole line should be experienced with an open mind.
Totally.
All of them, yeah.
And you might fall in love with all of them.
Yeah.
So I think they're extrait de parfum, right? So they're long-lasting fragrances. They're indie artisanal, and they are now selling at ZGO. So go check them out. I have links in the info box. But glad we did this video. Thank you so much for coming by.
Of course.
Guys, if you have any questions or comments on these Perfume Sucks fragrances, do let us know. Put a comment down below. Otherwise, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.